Hey, hey, welcome to Live with Lynn. So if you're here, say hi. If you're watching the replay, be sure to type replay so I know you were here. I'm Lynn Huber, and I appreciate you being here today. So today we're going to talk about your words are a reflection of what you believe about yourself. So do you genuinely believe that you are a success, or at least one in the making? Because if you do, then your words should testify to that fact. And there's no doubt that the people who listen to you or who hear you speak would agree with that, right? If you're in this category, then your words always sell you out because your words are full of hope and faith, and they portray that confidence that you feel. So if you view yourself as a loser, the pattern of your speech is going to follow along with that. I mean, there's going to be a lot of doubt, a lot of lack of faith, pessimism, and some dullness in your words. So people can discern how highly you think about yourself just by the words that come out of your mouth, right? So by merely listening to you, other people can gauge to what extent you think you're important as an individual, for example. Notice how some people are easily insulted or told off, yet it's a lot more difficult to treat others the same way. It's because, it's kind of sad, but on a scale of 1 to 10, in the human mind, some people pass as 2s in terms of importance, while some are given mighty 8s and 9s and maybe even 10s, right? And an important factor leading to this scaling is the quality of the words that person says about themselves. And how they handle themselves, how they portray themselves, like in their body language and in the way they act. And people tell us how to treat them just by who they're being, who they're acting, the way that they're acting, and the way that they respect themselves or don't respect themselves. And that is that's what causes this scaling. That's how people tend to judge based on that, And so if you're saying things like, I am doomed, or this is impossible, or I don't think I will make it, all of these are examples of phrases that easily come out of the mouths of the unsuccessful people more often than they do out of the successful people, because those kinds of words suck the hope out of life and they set you up for failure. So it's really hard to be creative about coming up with a solution when you actually do feel hopeless. If you really are in struggling and you're in a tough time, and it's hard enough to come up with answers as to how to get through this without having to have your words put that blessing on it. You don't want that negative blessing on it, right? So for sure, you want to avoid words that can make it worse or diminish your hope. A person who believes in their ability to bounce back from a fall, no matter how painful it is, would say things like, oh, this is only a minor setback, or I will resolve this, or yeah, this is just a test, but I'm going to find a way to pass it. Can you see the difference in the way they talk? There's no doubt in their mind that they're going to survive this. They're going to get through it. They're not going, woe is me, I can't handle this. Instead, they're saying, oh, well, this sucks, but you know what? I got it. I will find a way to get through this. Right? So their words are a clear indication that they don't believe that they're a victim in life's circumstances, but instead they are the victors. They know that it's up to them, and they have the power to make that decision and be whatever they want to be, right? They've chosen to take life by its horns and find winning ways in every situation they come across. See, here's the thing. That decision is yours. You have that decision. Nobody else can do it for you. You have that decision. Decide today what you want to believe about yourself. Are you a winner? Are you a lover? A grateful being filled with confidence, or generous, or good, filled with goodness? Who are you? What do you want to be? You have to decide what you're going to believe about yourself. And then once you do that, then you need to begin to choose your words to fit that exceptional description. So you might be thinking, well, but isn't it easier to first become and then be able to say that you are? Well, actually, it doesn't quite work that way, because the truth is it's the words that fuel you to the become part. It's your words that fuel you to the image of yourself that you have. If you say it enough times, the energy is going to build up towards creating that picture that you insist is yours. So the person you become follows what you confess to be, whether it's in your mind, whether it's in your words, it's whatever you are speaking over your life. That's the person that you're going to become. Your subconscious mind doesn't know. It doesn't analyze the words that you speak. It takes those words as gospel truth. If you say, I can't do this, then your subconscious mind says, okay, you can't do this. So there's no reason to work on finding a solution. I mean, it's just that simple. It's black and white. Your subconscious mind is black and white. It doesn't understand the words. It doesn't analyze the words, right? And so if you say, I got this, I'll figure it out, your subconscious will say, okay, let's get to work on finding that solution. Hi, Sarah. Sarah says, funny you talk about this today. My hubby has been in the hospital the last few days, and we have been talking about the positive words and thoughts that will get him better. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear your husband's in the hospital. And those powerful words, they are powerful. And I hope he's feeling better soon. I send my love and prayers to you, Sarah. Thanks for sharing that. But so we've seen some people that are in positions of authority, and we wonder how in the world they got there, because in our mind, they're like not suited for that position, in our opinion of them, right? But these are the tenacious people who saw and spoke themselves into those high places. When no one else saw the same, or no one else would cheer them on to those places, they did it themselves. And any one of us is well able to do the same thing if we would just focus our energies on it. So, I read a story. You might have heard this before. It's been around for a long time. It's not anything new, but it's a story of a gardener who took on an experiment to discover the power of words on plants. And so he took two similar plants, two flower pots of plants that were the same. And he every day he spoke positive words to one, but he cursed the other one every day. So he talked nicely to one, he was mean to the other one every day. And despite their getting the same conditions, the same water, the same sunlight, the same air equally, after a couple of weeks, he started noticing that one was flourishing and the other one was drying up from its roots. I bet you can guess which one thrived, right? I mean, it's just amazing, because if mere plants can be affected by words, look at what could happen to the human soul. So we have more people. Hi, Dawn, coming in. Hi, Dawn. Good morning. Hi, Caroline. Good to see you. So, your soul is alive and accordingly actively responds to the words that we speak to it, just like those plants, right? And the plants, I don't know how much, they're alive. Obviously, they're live plants, but I don't know how much it understands the words that are spoken to it, But seriously, if it can make that big of a difference on those plants, what can it do to your own soul, to your own mind, to your own beliefs, right? So the good news is that regardless of what people say about you, and sometimes you might hear things that people say about you that are really discouraging. You might have people that don't believe in you, but no matter what they say about you, what finally manifests in your life is what you believe is to be true. That's really the most important thing, is what you believe. It doesn't matter what everybody else believes, tough. They don't matter, not when it comes to your beliefs, right? It's up to you to validate which truths to take on and believe about yourself. And I know you got this. Don says, so true. Yeah, thank you. So, hey, now I'd love to hear from you. Do you sometimes find yourself speaking negatively to yourself or over yourself in your life? What kinds of things help you change that around? So please get down in the comments and share your thoughts. I would love to hear your stories. Looks like Caroline says, if someone thinks you're ugly because you have blue hair and you don't, you can easily reply, no, I'm not. I don't have blue hair. Yeah, of course, because you know what you have and what you don't have, right? So you can just, in fact, you don't even have to reply to them. You can reply to yourself and say, well, they don't know what they're talking about, right? So, hey, thank you guys. Thank you for being here, Sarah. I hope your husband gets better. Dawn, Caroline, thank you guys for being here with me today, and anyone else who might be live who just hasn't commented, and anyone who's watching the replay. I appreciate you. So go out there and have an amazing day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.